LAMZU is barely even a year old, and yet every single mouse they've released so far has been regarded as a top tier mouse. The Maya is a full shell mini ambidextrous mouse that goes up to 4 kHz polling rate. It weighs around 45 grams, which is actually the same weight as my Finalmouse Starlight 12 Small. Now the mouse does feature a full shell, save for the bottom, which is pretty much non-existent. Now what LAMZU has done here is similar to what I've seen G-Wolves do before, whereby they're actually using the PCB to reinforce the walls of the mouse and to give it more structural integrity. On my copy, this works very well and there isn't any flex, save for a tiny bit of popping near the front, but I don't notice it in game. The coating on the mouse is pretty decent as well. It is rubberized and grippy, though I do still prefer the one from the LAMZU Atlantis Mini. Now in terms of shape, I'd say that it almost feels like a deluxe M800 with a slightly shorter tail, or a Punish M2 with a slightly wider grip width. Generally, I use a fingertip/claw hybrid grip to grip my mouse, and I find that the Maya leans more into that claw aspect. The back tail of the mouse is very prevalent and locks into the base of my palm, which does make it feel like an extension of my arm. However, it does trade off quite a bit of freedom of movement when it comes to fingertip aiming. Now, when it comes to the clicks of the mouse, this is unfortunately where I'm gonna have to make my first complaint. The switches of the mouse 1 and 2 are Huano blue shell pink dots, and they're very tactile and on the heavier side, but this isn't necessarily what I dislike about it. Now, unlike the Atlantis, the Maya does have quite a bit of post pre-travel, which does make clicking feel not necessarily mushy, but very uncontrolled. It doesn't directly affect me in-game in the sense that I'm not getting like delayed input or delayed clicks or anything, but it doesn't really feel satisfying to click as something like the Sora or the Atlantis. Now, it's definitely not a deal breaker. I'm not going to say it's a bad mouse or don't buy the mouse because of it, but it's definitely room for improvement in my opinion. Now, for all the Minecraft players, yes, the mouse can butterfly and drag click, but because of the Nordic MCU that they're using, there is a CPS cap of around 25. Now, the side bites and scroll click on the mouse are very tactile and relatively easy to activate, and the scrolling notches are nice and defined. The skates on the mouse are pure PTFE and are honestly smoother than my Tiger Eye skates on my other mice, so for once I actually wouldn't recommend changing them out. Now overall, the Maya is a very solid mouse, and would be a contender for my main mouse if the main clicks were just a little bit better. It is, however, still definitely up there with my list of top mice, and it's definitely going to be a top recommendation from me from now on. Now, if you do want to get this mouse and support the channel at the same time, you can use the link at the top of the description to purchase it. But yeah, aside from that, I've got nothing else for all of you guys today, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.